What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode from Men Behind the Mitts. If you're a returning viewer / listener, welcome back. It's great to have you. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Big J. This is our co-host over here, Silk.
Hey.
Let's go. We just want to welcome you guys to the channel real fast and remind you to check out our YouTube channel. Hopefully you're on YouTube. If you are here, hit that little bell, hit the subscription button. Definitely drop a like and comment on the video, guys. We appreciate it so much. Definitely check out our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts page, all under Men Behind the Mitts. You can find us there, as well as we get a lot of questions as well as how do we get support? How do you guys support us? These two things right here, guys. Definitely drop some likes, some comments, anything on Spotify. All that stuff helps ratings. And then definitely right here, this helps me and Silk out the most. This is the Silky Mitts Hockey Club, SilkyMittsHC.com. That is the best way to support the boys. We got Silk with a shirt on right there. We're both rocking the hats. Definitely dropping some gear. We'll talk about that gear later on in the pod. But we definitely wanted to get you guys up to speed, and thank you for joining us. And without any more BS, here's the pod.
This is the Men Behind the Mitts podcast. Hosted by Big J. And now, here's your favorite Bukes.
Welcome back. Episode 64. Let's go, bud. How you doing, man?
That's a classy intro right there.
Yeah. I'm just excited to be here. I got a lot of, man, we were talking before the pod and you could tell I got some energy. It's some different energy today. This is a different pod, guys. This is going to be a little bit of a different pod. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to lay out some feelings. I'm going to air out some feelings here. I feel like I have to, for the sake of a lot of people, because of this podcast, me and Silk, we generally steer away from politics, and in COVID, we know a lot of people just like to listen to stuff for an escape. I'm big on podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts myself. And when I listen to a podcast, I like to step away. I feel like I'm there, in the studio, because it's just people hanging out. It's really what it is, just a recorded conversation of people hanging out. And I love it. It's not only, I'd say this every time, but this is like a FaceTime with you, bro. Like, this is one of my highlights of my week for sure, and I've been dying to talk to you this past week. A lot's happened, a lot's going on, and I feel like we should just jump right into it.
Yeah,
just go into it.
I'm all ears. I'm with the listeners now. Do your thing.
Right. So before we jump in, I do want to say you absolutely murdered the new intro for the men behind the mitts. I know you had a little inspiration from Stevie B, man. You guys are killing the edits. Mine are so I look at that and I'm like, God, mine are garbage. Like, let me just.
It's like, crazy too, bro. I started that and I was like, I just need like a 30 to 45 second intro, and next thing you know, 3.5 hours had gone by, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's crazy, man. No, I truly applaud you. You nailed it. It made me. I was smiling because like you just sent the text in the morning. Like, I was just waiting for the episode to be posted, and you were like, check out the intro. Hope you guys like it. And I was like, bro, I was ear to ear. Big old cheeser. It was definitely good to see. It's nice to freshen things up. It's nice to change things up. And I feel like it was.
I think it's here to stay for a while too. I like it.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like it was needed, especially the way this episode is going to go. I feel like we need a new leaf. We're turning a new page.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it too. All right. Without further ado, I've got to. It's coming. All right, guys. So, I mentioned earlier, we don't talk a lot about politics. We don't talk about COVID. We're going to steer clear of the politics. It's going to touch lightly, but it's nothing crazy. So I don't want to lose you guys. I just want to prepare you for what's going on. I might get a little ranty. It might happen. Just go with it. I promise it'll land.
We will talk about hockey. For anyone that's here for the hockey, we will talk about hockey.
Don't be scared. There is hockey. I do have one story. Like I said, this week was nuts. It's been a wild. I got to decompress for this one. Like, this is wild. So anywho, so as we all know, we started this podcast in COVID, like peak, like this is when the lockdown happened. We started the pod basically,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's when it really took off running. As I feel like we talked about, a lot of people that made projects, you know, and just working on projects because they had a lot of time to themselves, etc. We were some of those people. We jumped on it, enjoying it, capitalizing, having a great time with it. But we never really, and we talked about COVID maybe on like episode like 10. Like it's been a brick since we've even talked about COVID, like anything crazy. But you know, a lot of people throughout, like my friends and family, and obviously the country and all over the world, dude, COVID has truly been affecting people more than just a virus, you know, more than just a sickness. It's more than that. It's so much deeper. And I had a little battle with COVID last week, not the sickness, but the mental part. I had a battle. I had reached a breaking point. Like I haven't had a day off. Like the only time I had off is when I had legit COVID. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm blessed that I had a job. You know, I'm blessed I did not lose my job. I'm very thankful I did not lose my job and stuff like that. But being deemed essential is essentially bullshit. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there, right? So, and this is for all employees. I feel, and this is something that I've been battling with. So I know it's definitely affected other people. And I hate, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but as men, even to you, like, I don't even, you know, like, that's just something we don't talk about. Like, yeah, we share feelings a lot. Like, you know, like we'll talk about like the family, and like, it's great to see like different parts of the family growing. And it's, you know, we talk about personal growth and stuff, but man, like we really I don't talk about what weighs me down. You know, I don't talk about that. And as a man, you know, I feel like we don't have many outlets for that because we're so guarded with that information. Like, it's a lot for us to be vulnerable and put ourselves out there, because then it's just, when I make myself vulnerable, I'm just ready. Like, it's already like there's scrutiny around the corner, you know, like I feel like someone's going to hold this above my head and bring it up at a later date. When you get vulnerable and you really tell feelings, you know what I mean? Like, and that's tough, man. That's tough to cope with and tough to process. But like I said, man, I reached my breaking point last week with COVID. And, you know, being an essential employee, not having any time off, you know, working the whole time, you know, not knowing what this is or what this truly was, you know, the whole time since the COVID pandemic started. And it just got the best of me, bro. Like, it got the best of me. I'm tired of, you know, busting my ass at work every day. And is it a mask mandate? Is it a not mask mandate? Is it a fucking vaccine mandate? You know, like, what is really happening? Like, what is going on? As like so many of us, we have no fucking clue. Like, we're just grinding it out. Like, I don't watch the news. Like, that's not me. Like, I know that shit's toxic. Any channel. I'll say that for any fucking channel. It's all toxic. Like, it is all fucking toxic. And like, it's tough because, like, you know, we're doing this shit. Like, we're trying to run this business and make everything grow. But like, dude, like I struggle with social media. I can't even get on it. Like, it's just nothing. It's just post after post, them attacking this attacking them. And it sucks for people like me who are pretty much politically middle of the road. You know, I think you should be able to do whatever you want to do. Like, that's the best part about America. You know, like, that is truly freedom. Like, if you can wear whatever shirt you want, whatever pants you want, your hair can be any color. Like, and that's the best part. You're allowed to express yourself, right? You're allowed to express yourself. And I think that's wonderful. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that we have the opportunity here in the States to express ourselves like that, to wear the shirts we want to wear, to even put it in our skin. You know what I mean? Like, this is all self-expression one way or another, you know, like, there's a reason behind something. But it's so crazy when, you know, when we're reaching a point of pure division, just when it comes down to the type of mask you wear. Like, the type of mask determines the type of person you are nowadays. Like, the type of mask you wear. If you wear a gator, oh boy, that flag is red and that thing says Trump on it. You know, like, if you wear a fucking gator, that's the impression people get. Like, if you wear the fucking gator mask, like, you're an automatic Trumper. And then if you wear a surgical mask, it's like, oh God, you know, and then don't even get me started on 2 masks and the gloves and the face shield. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's so crazy. But here's the point of this whole rant. The best part about this place is you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to wear 3 masks and a face shield and gloves, you have the right to do that. And that's awesome. And I might laugh. I'm not going to lie. I might be like, oh my Lord. But at the end of the day, if that's what makes you feel safe, if that's what makes you feel the most safe to be out in public or in your own home, or just if that makes you feel safe, then you do it, right? I'm not going to tell you not to do it. You do what you want to do. That's the best part about this place. Literally the best part. You can do whatever you want to do. And well, I mean, to a certain extent, you know what I mean? But like, no one's going to tell you what to do. They might recommend it, but no one's going to tell you what to do. And like I said, to get back to my breaking point, all this shit has just been stockpiling. I haven't taken a second to sit back and process COVID, what it means, what it really, like what's going on, the things that are happening, the masks, the vaccines. I hadn't really had a chance to kind of like sit back and just like process it. I just kept working, just go, just work through it. Is it going to be normal again? Who knows? We're still here grinding. It is what it is. That's how I treat it. Right? Like the bills are still coming. Like, I don't care what fucking pandemic it is. The bills are still coming. That's how I see it. And it wouldn't be a fucking if there was a pandemic, there wouldn't be traffic on 95 every day. If there was a pandemic, there wouldn't be traffic. There wouldn't be traffic. I think about that every day. This is some pandemic. There wouldn't be traffic. So like all this stuff is sorry, I'm all over the place, but man, this is just has been erupting inside of me, and I hadn't processed it. And then I finally hit a point at work, between the masks and you got to do this here, you got to do that there. I was like, fuck it, man, I'm going home. Like, I need a couple days. Like, I can't focus on fucking nothing. You know what I mean? Every time you look at your phone, you get fucking mad. Like, they won. You know what I mean? They won when it came to me. They won for that period of time. Like, they got to me. They won. They fucking did it. What I've been avoiding this whole time, and they did it. And maybe I was avoiding it for the wrong reasons. Maybe I was avoiding it because I didn't want to process what was really going on with the fucking COVID and the vaccines and all this shit and just the hatred alone. You know what I mean? From all of it, just all the hatred, the people spewing things out of their mouths, and they don't even know the people they're saying it to. They don't even know. And what's crazy is, like, at the end of the day, we're all the same person. We're all the same person. We're all trying to make our mortgage payments. We're all trying to make our rent payments. All of us are probably a month or two behind in our car payment by now. It happens. Like, it fucking happens. We're all the same person. We all look at our electricity bill and shit every fucking month. Like, how does it keep going up? I don't know. I live in darkness. It just keeps going up. Like, we are all the same person. We're all dealing with those same exact problems, right? And then on top of it, you add this COVID. Now you add this fear factor. Now you add this literally wanting to stay away from other people. What we need the most in life, we now have to stay away from. Like, I didn't get to hug my mom, like for a whole year, because my mom's older, and I'm immune compromised. You know me, like, I'm overweight, but like, I don't take any medicine out. There's nothing. I have nothing. You know what I mean? I'm a healthy human being. But like, I have to take in consideration that my parents are older and they're more susceptible to virus, disease, these types of things. So like, I'm going to my parents' house when all this COVID's, I'm talking to my mom. My mom's on the fucking front porch, and I'm like in the driveway, like talking to my mom, because we're not supposed to go near. We don't know. I've been working the whole time. I was in and out of hospitals. I work in hospitals. In and out of hot COVID tents where they test people. We installed and built temporary tents for multiple hospitals in the DC metro area, and installed temporary AC units in these COVID tents. And we service that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit, like, when I tell you, like, I'm dealing with it all the time. Like, I'm working at hospitals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're there peak COVID, fucking rooftops down. What's right next to us? Oh, an exhaust fan that's blowing out of the fucking COVID ward. Oh, thanks for telling us. Like, they didn't even try to tell us. We had to ask them what exhaust fan that was. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I've been dealing with. Like, personally, that's like what I've been dealing with. Little shit at work like that. And that's not little shit. If this is a fucking life-threatening virus, pandemic, that's not little shit. I literally changed the air filters that filter the air that you fucking breathe. I'm changing those. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the type of things that I'm accepting and trying to process while going to my day-to-day work. Like, this is what I'm trying to process. I didn't have an option to stay home. Like I wasn't told to stay home, which again, I'm thankful for, but I didn't have an option to stay home either. Like I had to go to work. I had to go to work. I went to work while people sat at home and made more money than me. And I was at work. I was at work putting in 40 fucking 60 hours, 8, whatever, putting in fucking work and coming home and people were making more than me on the couch. Where's the motivation? What's my motivation to make me go to work? Oh, that's right. My bills. There was no motivation. It was literally, I've got to survive, right? Who knows how? And I'm thinking, when are they going to tell us not to come to work? Is it next week? Is it next week? Is it next week? Like that was my whole mental process. Like, what do I do? You know, I can't see my parents. Literally going into my girlfriend's house at the time, I was in between homes. That sounds so weird. Like staying at different places, like changing my clothes before I would go into her house, into a trash bag, me right into the shower type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like we all did this. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what all was buried down inside of me that I never had a chance to process or never took the time to process. You know, so I just reached this point where just like all this stuff is stacking. You have people that aren't working or that they choose to not to work. And that's because, and a lot of people, they've left these minimum wage jobs because they found a side hustle, you know, that they are doing their own thing. They don't need to go work at this minimum wage job, you know, and that's the thing too, is like minimum wage isn't designed for a career. You know what I mean? It's designed to get you job experience, then hopefully move on. Right. Like that used to be the plan back when I was getting jobs. Like I remember my first job, True Value in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. My first job, my first official job on paper that I received a paper paycheck, $5.25 an hour. $5.25 an hour is what I made. 25 bucks every 2 weeks. $700 a month, $800 a month before taxes. Are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy. I think about that all the time. That's crazy. That I like when I tell my apprentices, like when I tell my younger helpers that, I'm like, bro, you're starting off at $20 an hour. So that's literally like 4 times what I was making. They're like, what? I was like, my first fucking job, $5.25. And I'm aging myself. And not to say that other generations, you know, like our parents, they fucking started even lower. They remember when bread was a nickel and gas was a quarter. Like they remember that shit. Like, you know, like they remember that shit, obviously. When a pack of cigarettes was like $1, like a fucking dollar. Pack of cigarettes is what in New York, like $15 right now, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't buy that shit.
Me either. But could you imagine? Like I look at people smoking, I'm like, how are you not broke? How do you afford to smoke?
You rich bitch.
Yeah, like, oh, you paying to die. I like you. Like you got some sass in you. But like, yeah, man. So like, I never had a chance to fucking process all that shit. So it erupted. I was at work. I was like, fuck this. I can't focus. I can't think about what I'm doing. All I can think about is this ever looming just fucking weight on my shoulders or just what's trapped inside this COVID shit and what it's doing to friends. Like people don't even speak anymore. Like people delete people on Facebook. Like what? I'm on Facebook. I remember when I joined Facebook, I refused to join Facebook a long, long time ago, finally joined it. And like back then it was just like, hey man, tell me how much you puked on Friday. Like I want to tell me how much your hangover sucks right now. Like that's the stuff I want to see. Let me see all the pictures from the weekend, you know, from the party or, you know what I mean? Like that was what it was to me back then. I'm sure it was that to all of us at some point. Yeah. Until everything now is there's no normal conversation. It's the conversation we're having right now. It's COVID, politics. You can't even have a normal conversation, which was the first thing I said to you when we got on is I saw the picture of your son and I was like, wow, like it's so I really enjoy watching because I can't be there. Like at least I used to see Cammy. I'm sorry, we can edit that. I'm sorry. At least I used to see your son. But like now I don't. You know what I mean? Like that's my little buddy. And I always used to tell him, I was like, you're gonna be my best friend one day. Cause remember he'd always hide. Yeah. I'd be like, what's up, buddy? Like, I'm like, bro, like we're gonna be best friends. You don't even know it yet. Like you're gonna be best friends. And it's just so cool to like watch your son grow up and then like we share, like you talk to me about it and we share the experience, like you share your experience with me and it's beautiful. I fucking love it. Like that is what Facebook and that shit should be about. Like wholesome fucking content. You know what I mean? Not content that's got each other at each other's throats 24/7. I can't even go on there. As soon as I open, I'm like, oh, let's see one status. I'm like, close it. Like, close it. And it doesn't matter. And that's what I mean. It's everybody. Like I said, none of this is politically motivated. Like, I'm a middle of the road guy. Like, I truly am. And just to see the way people talk about people, it blows my mind.
Have you, backtracking a little bit here?
Go for it. I don't even know where I am.
I have a couple questions.
Bring it out.
First one, you were talking about the mask and, how your mask almost defines your stance.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had an issue? Have you had someone say something to you because you rock the gator?
No one said anything to me, but you get the looks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, so I personally, I like the gator because it's thinner. I'm not going to lie to you. It's literally a slice of Under Armour over my mouth. Like, it's not a fucking surgical mask.
You just pull it down and it's
pull
there.
It down. Dude, if I'm working in a unit, no one's around me, right down.
Mm-hmm.
Engineer comes up, I'm courteous. I'm like, we always, like, and legit, that's what's cool about like our trade is like, we ask, like, are you like, you want us to wear them? Like, I don't mind asking you. I respect your personal space enough to be like, hey man, do you want me to wear a mask? Because if I see someone wearing one, I'll ask that. Like, hey, do you want me to wear one? Or I'll pull it up and they go, oh, don't worry about it. Then all right back fucking down. That's not a big deal to me. As long as you're comfortable, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So as long as someone's uncomfortable, or as long as someone's comfortable with me having it down, or when they're around, I pull it up. That's fine. If that makes you comfortable, that is 100% fine. Like, and I support that because that's your right. And it's me as a human to be a decent human being to respect that of you. Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about that. If you'd like me to wear one, I'll wear one. No problem.
Have you, so next question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, get back to the gator before we travel on. So this company, it's a supply house that we get a lot of refrigeration parts from and stuff. They were giving out gators, but it had the American flag on it. I was like, man, I'm not wearing that one. Like, I'm not trying, because when people wear the people make statements with their masks. I've seen, fucking American flag ones. I've seen Confederate flag ones. I've seen BLM. Like, that's another accessory for someone to make a statement, right?
That's kind of I want to cut you off real quick. That's kind of fucked up that you can't be patriotic because you're afraid of the negative.
Well, it's not that I'm not. It's not that I'm not patriotic. Like, I fucking
no, I know that.
That's how I started.
But the fact that you were like, oh, I can't wear the American flag, they're gonna think I'm some racist white guy that supports Trump.
Yes, bingo. That's why I do not wear it.
And that's fucked up. That's not what the American flag stands for. First of all, no one person is represented by the flag. This entire country is represented by that flag.
Right.
That's
okay.
Like bullshit.
Yeah. That's how I feel. And this was part of it. This is me just conforming more and more. And it's not that I wanted to wear an American flag. Like, that's not the first one I'd buy. Obviously, fucking high vis yellow or black. It's what I wear. Like, it's black or high vis yellow for my job. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wear, right? So it's just like, just the fact that a mask can define you.
Mm-hmm.
That's oh my God. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, they're drawing lines in the sand for so many different things.
For no reason. So what was your second question?
Well, this kind of goes into it. Have you had people that you are cool with, friends, family, whatever it may be, associates, friends of a friend, kind of unfollow you on Facebook or stop being cool with you because of your stance or your beliefs?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't check to see if I'm down with a friend. Why am I down a friend?
I honestly don't know how I would know either. I guess it'd have to be an altercation, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing is all the people I speak with and hang out with, we're cool. We have the understanding.
You're like-minded individuals. Yeah.
And not even that. And that's the thing is I don't only hang out with like-minded individuals. I like to hang out with people that have different opinions than me, perspectives. The party thing gets a little rough because it's like now you're just talking in circles because I agree with you. You know what I mean? Like, I get that a lot. I'm like, you don't have to argue that. I'm with you. What's the next topic? Like, I agree. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, I agree. What's the next one? Like, we're really, that's the me. I'm very open. Like, I agree.
You say with party, you mean political party. Political party.
Yeah, like I agree. That's the thing is I'm a middle of the road guy. I agree with a lot from this side, and I agree with a little bit from this side, and a little bit. Like, I take bits and pieces from all of it. I don't think one thing defines the way I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
and that's, and look, and here's a simple way to put it. Why I do not associate, but why I do not classify as a Republican, because the simple thing of why I'm not a Republican is I am pro-choice. We should never and this leads into the next part, your next question, I'm sure, I don't give a fuck. We should never tell anyone what to do with their body.
I think in that situation, I'm the same way. I'm pro-life. I'm right there with you, but I think it's case by case. Like for instance, I believe, the child should be born, blah, 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 but who am I to tell a woman? But at the same time, if she's raped and is pregnant by the person that raped her, she should have the right to get rid of that and not have to live with that burden the rest of her life.
Here's the thing.
And I'm not a woman, so it's hard. Like I said, exactly. I'm never going to tell her what to do, but I feel like it's a very fine line, because if that child's developed to where it's a living thing inside of her, and then she decides to get rid of it, that's fucked up on the child's perspective, right?
I mean, so that's the thing, is I'm okay with it. The only thing that I'm against, or that I just don't like, is late term.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's weird. And I've never had to make that decision. I know people personally that have had to make that decision, and it broke them. You know what I mean? Like I've watched people break over that, and I couldn't imagine. That's a lot to put in your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a lot. And wherever your decision is, either way, you're going to have to deal with it for life, whatever your decision is, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if you do this decision, it's going to be in the back of your head every day. I'm sure that probably haunts people, unless they truly do not give a fuck, and they use it as a form of birth control. Like, that's different. That is a different thing. But at the same time, if it can come down to simply, if you do have the child, then that's your responsibility for life. I'm not an 18 and out type of guy. That's not me. Your child is your child.
Mm-hmm.
And people that have that perspective, the 18 and out, you're not only are you ruining your own life, but you're ruining someone else's life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly, I don't have children. I don't have children. So I played stepdad one time, for like a year and a half. And I enjoyed it. It was, at times I was like, man, fuck this shit. I just want to go out and get a beer. But then also at times I was like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Like, there's a lot to enjoy. There really is, right? But I was very young. I was stupid. I mean, I'm still pretty stupid, but like, I was really stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I was so young. I was 20 years old, 21 years old. Like, what the fuck what was I doing? Like, what? Anywho, but that is, so that's part of it. Do what you want to do. Like, that's the best part about this.
Yeah.
It's the best part about this. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, everybody should be able to have their own choice.
Absolutely.
From their sexuality to their looks, like you were talking about, hair and tattoos. Anything. Yeah.
Anything.
But you shouldn't force your opinion on the other people.
I agree.
Like we're seeing nowadays with the vaccines. Like, yeah,
I agree.
You can't even go out to eat. Like,
and look, that's fine. Like, I see, and I am, and this is where I hate it, because it feels like it attacks your core. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I understand what vaccines do.
Mm-hmm.
I understand they saved my life. They saved your life. Everyone that's listening, they saved lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like polio, all these things. Like, I don't even know what vaccines I got as a child. I don't know. I don't know. Right? Yeah, I don't know.
You had to get vaccines just to go to public school.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Just make your own decision.
Yeah.
Like, that's, and if you're pro for it, cool. Then you got it. You're covered. You're Gucci. If I don't get the vaccine, how does that affect your life? It doesn't.
Well, I'm sure if we had someone that was pro, into it, they'd probably have a whole bunch of shit to say. But that would be deflated. It would all get deflated, to be honest, because it would all be about them. Deflated. Well, if you don't feel comfortable because they don't have the vaccine, then why did you get the vaccine? There's so many different variables,
and that's why it comes down to a personal decision. I'm no virologist. I am, dude. I don't even want to try to dive in to the fucking world of gain of function research and all that bullshit. Yeah. That's not me. That's not me. I'm a steam fitter / podcaster / a person who enjoys the fuck out of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that is me. Like, that's the person I am. But at the same time, will I say I'll never get the vaccine? I'm not going to say that. I just would like to see some clinical trials, just some basic things that usually go through the process. And here's the thing to say, if it's not FDA approved, I'm not getting it. Well, do you remember when cigarettes were FDA approved? Remember, like, when they were like, yeah, smoke, it's good for you. Oh shit, it causes cancer. Never mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just cigarettes. Like, and that I'm not saying that the vaccine's like cigarettes. Dear God, I hate when people just jump from one extreme to another. Trust me, I was already prepared for that fucking argument. Like, it's just make your own decision. And a couple of reasons. Then I'm just going to lay this out real plain basic. Like I said, I'm me. We all know high school education, fucking vocational fucking education. That's it. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm no virologist. I'm no fucking PhD. I have my fucking face is on a t-shirt. Like what the fuck? Okay. So simple for me as of right now, not getting the vaccine. One, I don't understand how you can get a vaccine so fast and quickly without the research. I don't understand that. So that makes me uncomfortable. Knowing that other vaccines have gone through a rigorous process of testing, trials, human trials, all of it. Okay. So that's one thing for me. The second thing is what is it? Is it a vaccine or is it like a preventative? Because a vaccine makes you immune to something. If you get the vaccine, as of now, what I've read on, I'll even throw it out there, CNN, I fucking did it. I read CNN. As of right now, if you are vaccinated, you can still contract the virus. It can still make you sick, and you can still transmit it even more easily than a non-vaccinated person.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's correct.
No, I was going to say, I
Okay.
just heard that from, I don't know the source, but they said that people that are vaccinated are super spreaders now.
Right. Okay. Then so that's where I'm there. That's all of number 2. That's there, right? And I'm trying to look for it. Yeah. So like I said, it's not a vaccine. It's a shot. Because even the flu shot, it's a flu shot. It's not a flu vaccine. You can still get the flu with the flu shot, right? Mm-hmm. I haven't had a flu shot, and I don't even know since the last time my mom made me get one. So 17 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was probably something for public school. So since I got out of school, I haven't seen a doctor, to be honest with you.
No, I do go. So something I did started doing is I do go get biannually, every 6 months. I try to go, like yearly. I try to do blood because I just want to know I'm doing okay. Like personally, for my health, I've lost weight. I want to make sure everything's in line. You know, I want to make sure my levels aren't spiking or something like that. I want to make sure that I'm a healthy person, which so far is so fucking good. You know, like I'm gone in the right direction. And before I jump on myself, but number 3, and this is I think this might be number 1 for me personally. If this was about health, they would be educating you on health. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not saying get the shot and you get free Krispy Kremes for a year. Get the shot, you get this burger and French fries. Take your vaccine receipt to your nearest McDonald's and you get a Big Mac, fries, and a Diet Coke on us.
Yep.
That's not health. That's not health. Mm-mm. And I'm not saying I'm the healthiest guy. Look, I'm overweight. We all know this. Big J. It's in the fucking name. Okay? Like, I know I'm overweight. But at the same time...
I thought it was because you had a big old heart.
Big old... I thought that H was leading a hog. I was going to say it's not true, so don't worry about it. But, yeah, man, it's not... If it was truly about health and educating people on how to get healthier, maybe a couple food options. I know not everyone can afford the salad, so the biggie bag is the move. Look, a part of the reason why I was fat, I was very poor 3 years ago. I used to have a biggie bag for lunch every day, $4.75. It's all I could afford. Mm-hmm. It's all I could afford. I worked 3 jobs. It's all I could afford. A biggie bag. I'm not proud to say I consumed it, but I know where I came from. Mm-hmm. And I know the only reason why I was consuming it is because it's all I could fucking afford. Which there are a lot of people in that scenario. The only thing they can't afford is the dollar menu from several restaurants. I wouldn't even call them restaurants. I don't even know what the fuck you call those things. Fast food fucking nonsense.
Yeah, fast food.
Like, and that's something that if you can only afford that, I get it. You're doing the best you can. You're making ends meet. I'm not saying that you're fucking unhealthy and that's, like you're going to die. I'm not fucking saying that. But what I'm saying is little steps. If you just cut out soda, wow, like you will feel so much better. I promise you, you will feel so much better. You just cut out all the crap. Like that shit's crap. And that's what I mean. If they really taught you about health, if they just said, hey, get off the couch, they were telling people not even to go outside, bro.
Which is stupid. Vitamin D from the sun, fresh air, then that's like, and I don't want to get on because you're coming in heavy. So I think you're making a statement for both of us because you haven't said anything.
Yeah. I'm making a statement and I'm keeping it
but,
in between the lines the best I fucking can.
Yeah, and I agree with
because
you.
I don't want people to think I'm here or there. I'm middle of the fucking road. I'm just telling you what I've been told.
But that's
what we've all been told.
That's the whole thing that got me with this COVID thing since day one is that I remember growing up and there was commercials about it. It was in school about getting sun and for vitamin D and getting fresh air and get outside and be active and be healthy.
Remember,
and things to be healthy. And now like you don't see that at all. And there's a pandemic going on.
Remember the NFL Play 60 commercials? I haven't seen one of those in fucking 5 years.
Yeah, for the kids yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's not about health. I don't feel that way either.
It's not about health.
You can get a free joint from this dispensary if you get
that too.
Like, what?
That the fact that you have to bribe people. They made a lottery, bro. They made a lottery. You get the vaccine, you're entered in the vaccine lottery. Are you fucking kidding?
It's like a gimmick.
And look, again, for the people that got it, I'm not mad at you. Like some people had to get it because they were forced to, because they didn't know when they were put in a situation where and the people that got forced to do it, the older population, right? They were kind of, we got to get you in here first. Who are the only people that fall for phone scams? Hi, is this Patricia Mattingly? Yes. This is Debbie from Visa. We didn't receive your last payment, hon. Just go ahead and give me that debit card information right over the phone. Who the fuck falls for that? Yep. Old people, right?
Or the ones where they call and say your family member's in jail.
Yeah, or I'm a prince in Uganda on Craigslist. Send me $5,000 so I don't get beheaded. And people actually do.
Yeah,
I'll send you 10 grand back. You just got hit with a brick in the face, bro. Like what? So that's something I put together immediately. I was like, man, I really feel like they just coerced this whole generation of people into believing they have to have this to survive. And look, if you're is that the word? Immunocompromised, then yes, maybe get it and hopefully it helps. I hope you don't get sick. Obviously, that's the whole fucking point. No one wants to be sick. I don't want to see anyone be sick. I don't want anyone to lose their job. I don't want anyone to fucking have to stay home from work because their kids can't go to school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see any of that. Like, I obviously want everyone to be in a better place and the world to go on and for normalcy, which sounds like a fucking long forgotten dream, back. And another thing about this vaccine, they baited us. Get the vaccine. Life will be back to normal. How's that fucking going?
Yeah. Well,
how's that going? You wearing a mask still? You're not going to fucking dinner? You're not going to sporting events?
Well, up here, we're not wearing masks.
I mean, and Nats Stadium, that no one wears a fucking mask in Nats Stadium.
I was gonna say, the Bills aren't requiring fans to.
So I mean, if this was a pandemic, none of this would be happening, bro. This is not a pandemic.
Mm-hmm. And
what's the word you use? Like, what is the word to describe it? Pandemic just instills fear, it seems.
Scamdemic?
No, I don't even want to give them the credit.
I don't know. It's a China virus, though. I know that.
Yeah, and
Wuhan lab. I don't know, bro. Because then you go down a dark path trying to name it and find reasons why, because there's so many different variables.
Yeah. So it's just crazy, man. And I feel like I know everyone's reached their breaking point. I know people have had meltdown since day one, like in their apartments, because people are extroverts or they just have to be around people, and the amount of alcoholism that's increased in the country.
Suicide rate is unreal.
The suicide rate, 7 out of 10 being men.
Yep.
That's not being talked about. That's not good for your health. Suicide is not good for your health.
What about also, children?
Yeah, dude, think about the psych, and that's what I mean, in the long-term psychological,
it's
mental.
Not going to have a long-term good effect. Positive.
No.
Effect.
And look, and say it does just miraculously end in the next year or 2 years, or like, you don't think that people are going to be damaged?
Yeah.
Like,
and what the funny thing is, like, it's going to be like one of those commercials we used to see growing up. Were you affected by asbestos?
Right.
Call now. Did you get the vaccine shot in 2021? Call now.
Were you affected by asbestos? Do you mean anyone living and working from 1900 to 1970?
Yeah.
Like, if you're alive, you've been affected by asbestos. I work in buildings with asbestos, and it's fucking 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get abatement crews all the time because I can't even touch a piece of pipe because it's got asbestos on it. It's crazy.
It is. It really is, dude.
It's crazy. And that's where I'm at. And that's what happened. I had a breakdown and just lost my shit. Spent a few days on my couch, curled up in a fucking ball because I'm fucking done with it, you know? Like, I was done with it. And I got trapped in a hole personally where I felt like I couldn't climb out.
This is good. Let's talk about it. Maybe let's help other people. What helped you get up out? What helped you switch back to, was it a fuck, I got to get back to work and pay the bills? What was it?
No, I wasn't even concerned about that. I was like, I'll lay on this couch for 3 fucking weeks. Like, I didn't care. Like, I was to the point where if my company, like, if they called me and they're like, and they did, and which was really cool about my company, side note, they understood. I told them, I said, look, guys, I need a fucking break. I'm burnt out. I just got to take a couple of days off work. No questions asked. Cool. What day do you want to come back? I said, maybe this day. I'll call you that week and let you know. They were more than happy to let me have that time. So I'm very blessed, very grateful to be with a company that I'm with that accepted that, you know, that let me do that. I was going to take no pay or not. I don't give a fuck. Like, I did not care. I was like, you guys cannot pay me for a month right now. Like, that's the type of headspace I was in. I just didn't care. Like, I just did not fucking care. I had no motivation to fucking do anything. Like, I wasn't texting people back, wasn't fucking replying to like, just didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I got caught in a nasty negative loop where I just put myself in a hole and I didn't fucking care. But the problem is that I cared so much, I was just disassociated the whole time. It was the only way I could just allow myself to sit down, you know? Like, I was just disassociating so bad. And by the time I'd come to it, I'd fucking look around like, holy shit, it's been 2 hours. And I've been looking at the ottoman. Like, you know, not even looking at it, but just looking at the ottoman, you know? Like, just going through scenarios and different, just everything, just going through it all in my head. And it was only getting darker, you know, and it wasn't good. And then, you know what, honestly, it's crazy. I had not worked out in like 2 weeks as well. So I knew that was affecting my mood. I knew that was playing a role in my laziness, because I don't know if you're like me, where if you get in this weird groove with working out where you take one day off, then one turns into Saturday, Sunday. And then it's Monday and you're like, you know what, man, I'm fine. My elbow's still a little, and then the excuses start. You know, I should let my elbow rest. It's a little fucking, it's weird, you know? Then it's the next day. Man, my back's a little tight from work. That motor was like 200 pounds. And then I just gave myself an excuse every day. I was already talking myself out of the gym. So I didn't work out for 2 weeks. And I could tell immediately. I was like, oh, my skin looks different already. That's the first thing I noticed. My skin looks so different. My face immediately puffy. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell when I don't work out, like, immediately. Like this. Are you frozen?
No.
Oh my God, you hadn't moved into a brick. I was like, shit, did we lose him again?
You're preaching.
Wow. But yeah, man. So like, I just, you know, I'd started giving myself excuses daily off the break. And I know a lot of people battle with this. I know a lot of people battle with the excuses. So I woke up Saturday morning and I said, suck it the fuck up. Go. It was like, dude, it was like 90 something degrees. It was fucking hot as shit. I was like, go fucking run, put on your skates, go shoot pucks, go in the fucking garage. The place that I literally built this fucking house. Like, I just wanted this house for so many reasons. I hang out in the garage so fucking much. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, go to the place you fucking built and like go in there and just see what happens. You know, just go in the garage. So I pushed myself outside to shoot a couple pucks, get a couple dingers, and you're like, man, that's a good sound. You know, and then before you know it, you got pucks set up. I'm stick handling through pucks. And then in shooting, and then you know what? My bench is right there. I should knock out chest and by real quick. Hour and a half later, you feel like a fucking king, like an absolute fucking king. Like, I didn't want to stop. I was like, I could go for another fucking hour right now. I was like, I could go for another hour right now.
Don't you just love dopamine? In a positive
And-
way.
Yeah.
Because you can get that
And-
shit from watching TV and shit.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I don't understand that. I don't get, man. Okay. So there's like old movies that bring me like, that's like, oh, wow, this is really good.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Miracle.
Miracle. God, don't even, that
Mystery
makes me wanna play-
Alaska.
It makes me want to play ice so bad, bro.
Miracle makes me want to run through a fucking wall.
Yeah. Oh my
I can't-
God.
I can't watch Miracle at night because I'm not going to bed.
No, you don't go to sleep. You just lay there.
I'm like, I want to play hockey. I want to go to the gym. Let's
Dude,
go. Is it morning
all of
time?
it. Yeah, remember the Titans. Literally anything like that will get me. I want to rip down a fucking wall. You know, when I watch something like that. But anywho, felt like a fucking king. Had a pretty good Saturday. Got a lot done around the house. A lot of the little projects that you put off, you're like, man, that's gonna take like an hour. Takes 5 fucking minutes.
Mhm.
Just go do it. Like it's so crazy how fast we are to talk ourselves, to give ourselves an excuse, a
Yeah.
way out to go sit down more,
That's what a lot of people, you'll have people say, oh, it's the devil. It's your subconscious. It's your mind.
It's your mind. You
Your
think
mind
you're-
wants you to be comfortable because then when you're comfortable,
Yes.
you're safe.
Yes.
That's that predator, where we come from, where we've evolved from.
Yes.
It wants you to be safe. Sit on the couch, watch TV. You're not going
You're
to
safe in
get
here.
hurt. You're not
Yeah.
going to overwork yourself. You're not going to break a sweat. We're good there. Do that.
The whole time you're lifting, you're like, I don't have another one. And you're like, bullshit. We got fucking 10 more. Like, what are you like in the middle of working out? I'm trying to talk myself out of working out.
Yep. That's the fucking worst, especially when you're on squats.
that
You're like, oh, this
crazy?
is heavier. But then when you focus on the movement, like, all right, I got to work on this. And then you realize, oh, well, I just did 5 extra reps, just focusing on something other than this is heavy.
That's the craziest thing. And that's where like the whole 40% rule really comes into effect. Cause you'll be like, man, you'll be like, man, I'm beat. I don't even know if I can hit this set. And then you're like, oh, song comes on, happens to be one of my favies.
Mhm.
And then, like you just said, I did 18. I was shooting for 10, bud. I did 18 because I was like, you know what I mean? Like
when
I was
you
in there.
eliminate the thought process and overthinking,
Yeah,
it's crazy what you can achieve. And the same thing for hockey, right? Third period. When you're not thinking it's third period and you're tired and you're just like, one more boys, let's go get it. One more boys. No one's going to beat us. I'm going to win every battle. No, one more boys. Come on. You become what your thoughts. You literally become your thoughts. That's just your life. And like you just said it, your thought process was all negative, and you became this hole on the couch, this succubus, just nasty negative person thought process. I mean,
yeah.
As soon as you made one step in the right direction, just go outside, just shoot pucks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now I'm gonna stick handle. Well, now I'm gonna bench press, and that dopamine started coming.
Yeah, bro.
Your thoughts, you're like, this is easy. I love this. This is me. This is who I am.
Exactly. And then you're like, why the fuck why do I ever take breaks? Why
And
do I let
then you
myself
think back to like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. An hour and a half ago, I was just a completely different person, and I had to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
It's crazy how we as human beings can go from just
we're so
one extreme
complex
to the next, dude. One extreme
so
to the
complex.
next. And that's why like I wanted to hear how you got out of it, because I know there's people out there. I have my days that go through this shit and think that because they have one bad day, because they're in one bad situation, because they have this and this up against them right now, that defines them. And it doesn't. You got a shitty job. You can make the choice to pick up a book and start learning something else. You can make the choice to cut out fast food, to save some money so you can pay for classes this fall. It's just one choice, and then sticking to that choice. I'm not a morning person. You know that, but I knew I needed to become a morning person. I'm at the gym at 5:30 a.m. I don't need to be at the gym. I go at 7 whenever I want it. I'm at the gym at 5:30 because in that point, by 7:30, the world's waking up, going to do what they need to do. And I've already killed my day. I'm on another fucking level come 7:30. People are dragging, getting coffee. I'm like, hey, what's up? Have a great day. Like, I'm ready to take on the world.
I miss morning workouts. I used to be a morning workout guy. I used to work out from 6 until 7:30. Then I had to be at work at 7:45. And my gym was across from where I worked at the time.
Yeah.
So bro, I'm rolling to the gym 6 o'clock. I get in the office, like you said, I made coffee already, bud. Like, we're good to go.
I've already finished a cup driving to work sometimes. Like, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But like, it wasn't even getting there to gloat about like what I'm doing. What I was getting at is making one choice, one change in your life, and just sticking to that. You don't have to go change your whole fucking world in one day.
Yeah.
Make one change. But here's the thing. Stay consistent with a change. Even if I can't make it to the gym, I get up. Maybe I'll do something else. I'll make coffee. I'll fold some laundry while the kid and mom are sleeping, and I'll meditate. I'll do something, but I stay focused, because then that way, when I do go to the gym tomorrow, I didn't take a day off and now I'm backtracking and now it's hard to get up early because I took a day off. I still stayed focused on this one thing, and that one thing's going to lead me to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing.
And just something simple as that. Like, I get up at 4 a.m. Like, I get up, my first alarm goes off at 4. Then I usually panic wake up at like 4:10 before my second alarm goes off. Cause I'm like, you've been sleeping too long again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I do that. I've already told you, I do that to hang out with my fucking dog. Like in the morning, bro. Like, I get up, take that fucker outside, feed him. We hang on the couch for 20. I make a pot of coffee. You know, I get a cup in with him, get my thermos ready. And I noticed it helps me a lot, like driving to work, man. Because sometimes I used to just wake up at like 4:45 and like pour myself into the vehicle. And then the next thing you know, I'm on 95. Like, I don't even remember how I got here. Like, you know, like just straight up in and out.
And I feel like that's like half of the country. I want to say country because, you know, first world, obviously you can't say
it's
world.
A lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Yeah. I feel like you can see it. They get angry in traffic. They're driving like assholes because they're running behind because they overslept. Like, well, you could have maybe thought about what you're going to wear the night before and then went to bed at a decent time.
Dude, I wear the same clothes every day. I wear jeans and a blue t-shirt and I set it out every night so I don't have to look for that shit.
I pack my lunch. I set the coffee pot. I have my lunchbox has my breakfast in it. So I just wake up in the morning, pour my coffee, grab my lunchbox.
You're sucking eggs.
Sucking eggs on the way to the gym. You already know. But listen, that's what I can't sit down and eat breakfast, but I know I need calories and I know I need the energy. So I make it work for me. You're not going to fit into some movie, TV show scheme that, oh, well, he wakes up and he makes his breakfast and he and then goes.
It's all horse shit.
No, bro, you got to figure out a plan that works best for you to achieve your goals. So what works for you, Big J, ain't going to work for Silky all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Some things will, and we've been there. We've worked out together. And what we do? We're doing the same workouts, but you're lifting a little heavier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do what works best for me. I can't lift that heavy, bro. I got to do, but you figure out a way to make it work to your advantage.
Absolutely. I had that exact talk with Stevie today. We're working out in the garage and he's like, man, I want to try something different. And I was like, that's cool. But you know me, I have my workouts.
Yeah.
I'm set in my ways. It is 10 years of lifting and I have compiled my favorite movements.
Plus, when you've worked out that long, I'm the same way. Once you know what works what causes the most growth, right, and that's what you stick to, you know what I'm saying?
And I literally that's something I told him. I was like, my movements are designed strictly to be a primary muscle movement, and it is to burn, and if it doesn't burn, you're doing it incorrectly. And he's like, yeah, sometimes he'll tell me like today we're doing tricep extensions, my reverse grip tricep, my favorite fucking tricep extension, and I'm literally and I see Steve struggling a little bit, and I was like, hey man, take one step to your left, put that elbow by your side. And he was like, whoa, it's burning. I was like, you're welcome. Like, and that's just because I know that's where I had to stand in order to feel the actual muscle. Because he was like, I don't know, it's kind of like in my shoulder, my upper back. I'm like, that's not your tricep. Like, you're pulling from the wrong place. Yeah. Like, lock that elbow, pull that arm down. Yeah. And I'm no personal trainer.
Form and weight. The one thing I'll tell people, like, if you're not feeling it right, drop weight.
And I literally said that. I said, look at Jay Cutler. He was like, who's Jay Cutler? The football player? I was like, no. I was like, Mr. Olympian, Mr. 7-time Olympian, like Jay fucking Cutler. Watch. I said, YouTube him doing tricep extensions. 75 pounds.
Yeah, he's not
doing 300.
You see these guys in the gym like going crazy and their full back and lats are moving and like.
Now, granted, he's not natty. I'll put that out there. But
still,
it's the simple motion of locking in that muscle and making that muscle work.
Yeah. Range of motion, wrong.
Yeah. And then
motion.
And then I took a page out of CT Fletcher's book.
Love that guy.
And I literally, when I'm lifting, if I'm doing a movement, tricep extensions, grow, stronger, grow. It's what I tell myself every fucking rep. I'm not counting 1, 2. I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. The body, it's on autopilot. What I need to do is kick it out of autopilot. Mm-hmm. We all know how to make those motions, right? Mm-hmm. What I need to do is kick it out of autopilot and engage that muscle. And that's one of my favorite things. And you can tell how jacked up I am right now because this is what saved me the last 4 days. Like working out again, getting the pain, getting the pump, like that shit has fired me back up. And I'm like, why the fuck do I stop again? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not letting myself stop. Like, I just can't do it. I do it to myself all the time. Like, I'll do solid month and it's like, yeah, bro, like down another pant size. Like, this is going great. And then it's like, man, my elbow hurts. Like, fucking elbow, bro.
Then go do fucking legs.
Yes, dude. So that's what really, so back to what originally got me out of the slump and the funk was working out and then 2, meditating.
Wow.
Chick,
let's expand on that.
Well, just like even Chick was like, she was like, you haven't been meditating. She was like, I think you should meditate.
For her,
and I
realizing your
and I got sassy. I was like, bitch, fuck, don't tell me when to meditate. And then I was like, damn, I haven't meditated like 2 weeks.
Isn't that hilarious? Another side note that when someone knows you and calls you on your shit and you know they're right, you still get a little, if you're in that mindset, you're like, oh yeah, fuck off. Like, but really you're like, I should be doing that.
We've only been together for 4 years. You don't even fucking know me. That's how I still feel. I'm like, how you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I tell you about me meditating all the time. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I forget. And that's what I was talking about. Like this, and this all leads back to being vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, you and her fucking, you guys know everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and there's shit that I don't tell her, and there's shit that I don't tell you. There's shit that I don't tell anybody. And this was all that shit. Like, all just stacked. You know what I mean? So like, and because I don't like to complain. This is me not complaining. I'm not complaining. This is what was happening in my life. I'm sharing what was happening. I hate complaining, because if you can complain, you can take that time and put it into getting out of that situation.
Complaining gets you nothing, man. It really
nothing, because you got, especially if you're complaining about work, you got to work.
And you're still going to complain. That's the funniest part, when people are complaining and they're at their job. Hey, go get a different job then. If it's that bad, put that energy and time into a new job. Or B,
holy shit.
Like, yeah.
This has been like an hour straight COVID.
Has it?
I can't.
Well, we got off COVID. We went. Yeah. We did some good mental health. This is a good mental health.
Very true. And this is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to expose myself, like show you, like I just wanted to share where I was. People might not like this episode. I need to do this because it's helping me again. It's helping me take the step back. It's helping me getting this weight off my chest, my shoulders, whatever. And it's allowing me to just share what everyone else is going through. Like, I'm just putting my 2 cents in the pot right now. You know, like I know we're all struggling, but this is what I was struggling with, you know, and you know, the working out and meditating really pulled me back to myself. And then, you know, like looking forward to things like hockey again, like you're just looking forward to little things. I was like, I don't want to fucking drive to hockey. Like, who says that? Like, who the fuck says that?
I don't know, bro. I'll drive an hour or so.
Yeah, I went. Don't get me wrong. I was like, what? Like, you had that thought? You fucking brick, get in the car.
That's
like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
You're not yourself, man, when you're in those.
Oh my God,
but you're on to bigger and better things now, and you're gonna be taking on a new challenge. Why don't you tell everybody this 72 or 75 day challenge?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a challenge. I'm not gonna start until September, because we're going to Florida, and I just don't want to have to battle through it. Like, we're just gonna safety call it for when I get back. But big shout out to my friends Katie and Corey. They're 2 of my favorite people. I finally got to catch up with them a couple weeks ago, and I talked to them the whole fucking time. Like, it was, you know, we were there for a birthday party. Shout out to our buddy Brandon. Happy belated, but we were there for his birthday, and I talked to them the whole fucking time. They're like I said, they're 2 of my favorite people. We've always connected, just had this level, you know, of trust. You know what I mean? It's just good. They're good fucking people. And Katie, I hope she doesn't mind me blasting her shit. I actually told her that we should do a pod that just focuses on like that workout, because I want to do like her full breakdown. So Katie's in the middle of the 75-day challenge, right? And she found it through a podcast, and there's a whole book, there's web page, everything. So like, she had told me, like, she was just kind of expressing to it like how it's helped her. Like, they had a baby, you know, she was struggling with energy, struggling with happiness, struggling with body positivity. She was struggling with, oh my God, I'm not blessed. Oh, well, she shares our experience. No.
I think she's probably proud of where she's at. So
very.
If this can help somebody else, if this can help somebody else, I'm sure she'd be happy.
And this is a mom who is working from home because of the pandemic, you know, so she's working at home, and
a lot of women are going to be able to relate to this.
Yeah. And she's making the best of it, raising her child and working out. Like, she's made it a priority. Like, she made herself a priority, which is a big deal, because this piggybacks on everything we just fucking talked about. I didn't make myself a priority. I deprioritized my own fucking self. Like, you know what I mean? So she took the step, made herself a priority, part of this challenge is, it's a lot of things. I need to pull up the full thing, but we'll go over it again in September. Part of this challenge, 75 days, no soda, no junk food, no fast food, 2-a-day workouts. You got to get 2 workouts in a day. Daily pictures. You got to take a picture of yourself. I don't think you have to post it, but I think it's recommended that you do. You know, like post on Instagram story, whatever.
Hold yourself accountable.
Mm-hmm. Hold yourself accountable because, because I was posting every day my workouts, and then I fell off. And I know people saw that shit. They're like, fat fuck, there he goes again. He ain't changed. I know that shit because I live with those demons. You know what I mean?
Well, not everybody thinks that.
I know, but that's the demons that's where my brain goes. Anxiety, all of that shit goes right there.
Because that shit's hard. I started trying to record my workouts and do shit like that. Because I'm not there for that. I'm there to I'm there for my selfishness, my mental state.
But listen, with me sharing Katie's story and the 75-day challenge, even when I post those workouts, even if it's you, my one buddy who's always like, fucking get it in, bro. Like, you know, I've got people that when I post something, they're messaging me saying, get after it. You're looking great. You know, it's, I worked out today. Thank you. I needed that. You know what I mean? Like, I've received those messages and it makes me feel like I said, one person, bro, one person. It's not even my goal. It's just a benefit. It's a fucking cool ass like side effect of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. So I'm like, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing it for myself. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I hope I get a lot of messages today. Like, fuck off. That's not me. But what I am trying to do is being like, I'm hope I'm that positive 6 seconds in someone's day to day.
Yeah.
I hope that someone I hope you're having a bad day so I can make it better. That's not what I'm saying. But I hope that I can be there for you. You don't even have to know me. But if you follow me on Instagram, and you see that and you go, he got it in, I got to get it in. Big fella got it, I got to get it. That's really all I'm shooting for. I just want to spark it because I know what it's like not to have that. I know what it's like to have the voices to say, go back on the couch. Isn't there some fucking dip and chips in there? You know what I mean? I have that shit. Everyone does. I didn't get fat on accident. You know what I mean? Like, this happened.
How did this happen?
Yeah, hold on. I haven't left the couch in years. But like, so anyway, that's what I mean. One little thing, but back to the challenge, 75-day. I want to do it because Stevie brought it up to me today and I was like, man, I've been thinking about doing it. We should do it together. So even better, I've got someone who's with me to do it. You know what I mean? So not only am I being held accountable via social media, being held accountable with someone who lives in the house, you know, and which is easy because like we don't carry, I don't have soda in my fucking fridge. The only alcohol I have is a bottle of Pink Wit. And it's like, I've had it for 3 months. You know what I mean? Like I don't keep alcohol like in the house. Like that shit's easy. Cut out alcohol, cut out fast food. Like that stuff seems easy because I've already done all that. Yeah, so I feel like I got a leg up. I feel like I got a leg up on it.
Yeah.
All I got to do is get 2 workouts in a day.
Bro, I haven't had soda in so fucking long. And when I do slip up, and this is why I don't judge anybody. I've had days where I'm super busy and I'm out running.
Oh, sure.
Shit. I got to stop and eat something real quick.
Yeah.
You can't just stop and grab a salad somewhere. So,
no.
You know, or you know, chicken breast grilled. So, you know, you grab a cheap sandwich, right? From a drive-thru or something. I've gone so long without eating that stuff that it might fuck my stomach up instantly. Like I'm not even an hour after eating. I'm like, oh, this is not right.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Right. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not.
Yeah, so I've been working on just like, so that shit, you know, just like, fuck it. Because my thing is like, I am going to get back to making my own lunches because I do buy lunch, but it's like, it's not, I don't eat like fast food. And I tell the guys that I work with, I'm like, we can do something, but like, let's not do fast food. And if we do Chick-fil-A, I get the Southwest salad. That's my shit with the grilled chicken. Like, that's my salad. Even though it's a salad, chicken. Even though it's a salad from Chick-fil-A, it's like a hug from a hooker, but it's a damn good hug, you know? So like, I feel decent about it, but anywho, 75 days hard. I'm looking forward to it because I know it's going to help me gain. And this is exactly what I told Steve earlier. It's going to help me gain that last bit of control that I think I need. Cause I'm limbo. Like right now, dude, like the other day I was 237. And then literally yesterday I was like 244. I'm like, God damn it. This fucking, 5 to 8 pound swing has got to fucking stop. You know what I mean? Like I haven't broken 235. Like I haven't broken 235 and I want 215.
Well, the water weight fluctuates too.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing is I drink
all day with
And I want 215 and I don't just want to hit it. I want to live there.
I hope we should hit two. I hope we hit two. You know me, I've been stuck at 200. I want to hit 215. We should try to hit 250 same time.
That would be so crazy. Bro.
I gained hit 215. You drop down to 215.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's 20, 25 pounds away on a bad day. So let's call it 30.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it 30. 75 days. It's a quarter. What's that? A third of a pound a day. That's if you break it down like that.
With your mentality and the fact that you're already ahead of the head of
that's what I mean. I feel like I've got an edge on it. Like it's only
because you don't eat unhealthy. You don't. Well,
let's not say that. Like let's not say I don't eat unhealthy because I'm not perfect. But the sodas.
When I say unhealthy, you're not eating out every day, 3 times a day.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You eat chicken. You got some chicken there. Yeah. You got some salmon or whatever it may be. Yeah.
But let me talk about soda. We're gonna divert real fast. Fucking soda pop, right? Ugh. Over at my uncle's house.
Speaking of, remember we talked about the soda machines? The people that have those are great. Fourth Line Beauty.
Shelby. Shout out to Shelves.
So shout out to her.
She was like, I have a soda too, and I love it. She's the best. She took it.
I had to make a note about that.
So she took it well. It was funny as shit. I love that. But anywho, so I'm at my uncle's house, and I'm so tired of fucking. I love getting together with family, but I'm so tired of cookout food.
Are you?
Like, can we stop having cookout food? Like, number one, I don't eat hot dogs. I'm done with hot dogs. Been done with hot dogs, big fella. Burgers, I'm just tired of burnt. Burgers. I love them, but I'm just tired of burnt ass. Not the way. I'll make it at my house. Like, I'm to that point.
Well, you're hanging out with people that don't know how to grill, sounds like.
Nah, they do. They know how to grill, but it's like, I'm just me. Like, I've accepted that I'm just me. Fucking potato salad. I'm a sucker for macaroni salad, like beans. Like, but I know it's not. Just clog it up, big fella.
Clog it up, big fella. But it's good.
Soda pop.
Corn on the cob.
Oh my God, corn cob.
I will use a has no nutritional benefit.
Whole stick of butter. Soda pop. I'm at my uncle's house for the cookout, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab a water out of his garage. I open the garage fridge. Mountain Dew Zero. Have you seen it? No. I saw a Mountain Dew Zero, and I was like, all right, you've got me. Like, you already had me, because my absolute favorite cheat soda is a Dr. Pepper. And
really?
You will never see me drink a whole one. You will see me look around. If I ever get a fountain drink, which I do not do often, I do not get fountain drinks because I think they're nasty. Like the whole nozzle. I used to work at restaurants. But if I do get it, because I'm like, oh, they got lemonade. I'm a sucker for lemonade. You know me, lemonade. I love light lemonade. It's my shit. They had Dr. Pepper. I will give it a swirl. One shot of Dr. Pepper. I fucking love Dr. Pepper. It is but if I were to drink a can, I would vomit because it makes me sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I just do one shot, right? So anywho, Mountain Dew fucking Zero. I don't know why. I saw it and I was like, that can't be good. That was my first thought, is that can't be good, but I gotta fucking try. I gotta know. I cracked that fucking thing so crisp. I was like, whoa. I was like, what are you doing over there? Mountain Dew. Half the can later.
No.
I was like, this is the best fucking soda I have ever had. Like, ever. This shit's on regular Mountain Dew. Like, but I also haven't had regular Mountain Dew, and I can't tell you how long. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I had regular Mountain Dew. But bro, this Mountain Dew Zero, I poured the rest of the can out, threw the can away, and I was like, that's dangerous. Like, I could house a 12er of fucking Mountain Dew Zero right now.
Wow.
I might get sick, but shout out to Mountain Dew. They fucking nailed it. The best diet soda I've ever had. Zero everything. Zero sugar, zero. I looked at the back and I'm like, this seems fake. It's just like this. When I read this and I'm like, it can't be zero because it's blue. Like, there's something in here. But if you look at it, 0 calories, a little bit of sodium, no carbs, no sugars, no protein, nothing. It's 0. And that's what the Mountain Dew can was. I was like, everything reads 0. And I'm like, so this is just a can of liquid that tastes like the heavens. It makes no sense to me. I don't know how they do it.
Chemicals.
Oh, for sure. That's why I was like, let me pour this out. I'm out of here. And my stomach hurt after that.
Interesting. Your cheat soda is Dr. Pepper too.
Oh my God, Dr. Pepper's the absolute tits.
Mine, if I had a cheat soda, There are some sodas I crave, but they're not like that. It's either root beer or cream soda.
I was getting ready to say, if you say fucking root beer, I swear to God, because I've noticed a thing where if my favorite drink is Dr. Pepper, everyone else's favorite drink is fucking root beer. And I think root beer tastes like the bottom of a boot.
I like root beer, but when I say cheap beer and I think root beer, I'm not thinking A&W. I'm thinking like one of those ones out the glass bottle or something.
Oh, yeah.
I like birch beer too, the red one.
I fuck with birch beer. Ocean City did that to me.
But yeah, I like those type of sodas, like cream soda, root beer, birch beer. You know,
I'm not a cream soda. I'm not even that guy.
You don't like cream soda? I used to be so bad in high school with sodas. I would drink like gaming. You know, staying up all night, Call of Duty, 5, 6 cans of Dr. My mom like used to like Dr. Pepper and buy it. That's why I'm like thrown off by it. But yeah, 4 or 5 cans a night.
Yeah, bro.
Plus you throw in like the box of little Debbie snacks. I'm surprised I wasn't obese, bro. But it's clean, you know.
Well, you had the complete opposite metabolism I had because you can eat more than me. You can eat more than me right fucking now. Even back then, you could house food, and I couldn't even keep up. That's what I always hated. Like we'd go to fucking places, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I just want like a cheeseburger and some fries," and like you guys be like, "I want cheeseburger, I want the wings. Y'all got quesadillas? Get the quesadillas too." And I'm just like,
always got to get the mozzarella sticks.
How are y'all 100 pounds lighter than me, and you eat like 4 of me? Like I never understood that. I guess the mozzarella sticks just get lodged in the rib cage. I don't know, but anywho, yeah, fucking Dr. Pepper's the shit. I don't know where we were. But yeah, 75-day challenge. We'll go over it again in September. And if you want to do it with us, we should just all do it. We should just get a group of people to do it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm real focused on hypertrophy right now. I'm trying to put mass
I feel you. Well, you can do the workouts that you want to do. You can eat what you want to eat. Just don't eat fast food.
I'm already doing it. I don't eat fast food. I only drink water.
But you're not doing it. Make it official. That's what does it. That's what does it.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 2 workouts a day.
Me either.
Only because of time. Because I get home, my kid, like
yeah, that's the part of it. Like
I guess I could do like push-ups and sit-ups before bed.
This is why I applaud Katie. Not only is she dominating her workouts, she's incorporating her son in her workouts.
Yeah,
like she posted videos. She's running around the driveway, piggyback style, just holding him extra 40 pounds or whatever.
Yep.
Like
that's real dope.
Yeah, like you're getting it fucking in. Like
I've done that a few times with Cameron. I put on my shoulders and I do body squats.
Yeah, there you go. There's your workout, bro. There's your workout.
Yeah.
Just make it worth.
And they get a kick out of it too.
Oh yeah, dude. Randy, Amanda, shout out to them, my cousins. Their daughter, dude. Like Randy works out every day at the house, and she's like ready to work out. Like she's right there with him.
You gotta build those type of things in them.
Yeah,
instill that shit early.
I want to instill that value so early. Like just care for yourself.
Speaking of, I got him right here. I bought Cameron some dumbbells. He works out. He knows.
That's so dope, bro. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so good. And then also like in her case from sharing, like a lot of people have reached out to her, which is awesome.
Yeah, because she's having a positive influence.
Yeah, and
which is also a great thing.
Not only, and that's what I told her. Like I told her when I saw her, I was like, not only do you see like the physical changes, like, yeah, I can tell you like you're changing, you're losing weight, like you're changing, but your happiness, like you're glowing.
And that's like a byproduct of it, right? It's everyone focuses on losing weight and all this stuff, but
no,
the byproduct is the happiness. Your mental state changes.
The scale is one of the most bullshit things ever because I can lose 2 pant sizes and not drop a single pound. I can go down 2 pant sizes and not lose a single pound.
And weight is irrelevant. Like if you're healthy, bro.
Irrelevant.
You don't, and the thought of like you got to be skinny as fuck anorexia to be she's slim, she's healthy. Like bullshit. She's calorie deficient.
It's like if you just tried, you would be there. You know what I mean? Like I look at different people, they're like, man, I just want to lose. And I hate when people say, I just want to lose 5 to 10 pounds. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? You think you're going to be? What does that even mean? Like, what's your goal though?
Yeah.
Because I can lose 5 pounds tomorrow. I really can. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what really grinds my gears? I told Steve about this earlier. I don't want to get too big. Let me tell you right now, you will never get too big or big with that fucking mentality. I want to work out, but I just don't want to get too jacked. You think that comes overnight, bud? You know how hard people work for this shit? And that shit like offends me. Like that shit offends me.
I'm going on 2 years here.
Yeah, like and that's what I mean. Like I have the genetics, my DNA background. I talked to someone about it. Like I'm Polish and Hispanic. I'm built to be short, wide, and a fucking worker. Like that's in my genetics. That's exactly why I am short, wide, and a fucking worker. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's my genetics.
Mm-hmm.
Like your body type is very different from my body type. You're tall, slender, and it's harder for you to put on muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Versus me, if I lift every day for a month, I'm good. But my gut ain't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like everything else will be. You know what I mean? Like, and I know my body. You know your body, and that's the hardest part. Like I'll tell Stevie, I'm like, this exercise might not be for you.
Yeah.
Your body might not like this lift.
Yeah.
You've got to figure that out.
I haven't done cardio, like at the gym, touched cardio in the last 3 months I've been going, and I haven't, I'm not
That's
gonna
crazy.
lie. I haven't touched core. I haven't done abs at all. And I have a 4-pack still. It's there. But that's just my genetics. I'm Native American and Irish German. So like, I'm not, I'm a slimmer, tall guy, and it's crazy. It blows my mind. I'm like, I get done with the gym and I take my shower and I'm, looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, how do I have a 4-pack?
Dude, like you just said, you're tall, you were more slender and Native American. Okay. So you were designed for running through the fucking trees and killing animals. Like that's your primal fucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Where meanwhile, mine was to probably move rocks or something, like that's what my people did. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like that. And that's the part of it. Like there really is something to your DNA, to your genes. It's also important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
But it's getting late.
Yeah. I can't believe we spent so much time on this. But no, those are good. I'm glad we got it out. I'm glad we aired it out. Hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully it tickles you in the right way. Hopefully it fires you up. Maybe it gets you out of a funk. Maybe it makes you hate me. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I don't know. I'm just and that's the thing is I felt like I was very respectful of whatever, in that little rant. I tried to keep it, as respectful as possible to everybody because I'm not out to attack anybody. I was just letting you know how I feel and what I was dealing with. We'll leave it at that. Let's jump over to the NHL. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I've got a lot of trades, a lot of teams that are looking different. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the news that dropped today about the 2022 season.
Here we go.
And ads on the jerseys.
Why did I space on that? Because here comes another fucking rant. Like, what? Okay, so it's 3 by 3.5. It's a patch. It's not crazy. I get it.
Not crazy, but it ruins the class.
It ruins the appeal.
Nostalgia is gone of these sweaters.
I'm not buying a jersey that has that fucking patch on it. If I have to sew.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, dude. Is it going to be on the jerseys for sales or just for advertising on the players?
They're part of the team, right? Now they're affiliated with the team.
No,
that's the way I see it.
I'm not buying a jersey that has Coca-Cola or something on it. What is it?
Exactly.
Russia?
Exactly. What is it? Is this European? Is this Eastern? Like, is this Eastern hockey? Like, no, you've seen the ice, like those Euro teams, and they sell the patches on the pants, the glove,
helmets.
Like, no,
on
bro.
The ice. Do we know how long the contract's for? Is this just like to get out of COVID? Okay. All right. So it's not forever.
It's not, well, who knows? But I just wanted to drop some facts on you about this. So they know, everyone knows, or if you don't know, they started with the helmet decal this year. The 2021 season, they started with the helmet decal where they replaced the team name and went with a sponsor, right? Teams generated over $100 million in revenue from those sponsorships. So as an owner, it's a no fucking brainer. You had COVID, no fans are in the stands.
Yeah,
You're not getting any money.
Sales.
Exactly. And that's the thing is Ted Leonsis is the actual, like Washington Capitals. Ted Leonsis not only owns the Capitals, he owns the Wizards, the Mystics, and the football team, whatever that indoor football team is. I don't know the name of them. But he owns all those teams, and he's the one who signed the lease with, was it Capital One?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Capital One Arena. Like, he signed the lease there. Like, that's his money. Like, that man fronted all of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's worked his way, done his business deals. So, yeah, as a business operator, I'm sure you can take that to heed. Like, well, look, it's only one fucking sticker. You know? But then this is what happens, right? That 100 million, you think we can make it 300 million? Let's do a patch. And that's where this comes in. And now you're talking about a patch. It's only a 1-year deal. So are we going to get new patches yearly. Like, who the fuck knows? Like,
Yeah,
what is
every
really,
year you got a different patch. That's so
but then again, so if that's the case, I feel like they wouldn't put it on the jerseys like for sale. Like they'd probably sell the patches to where if you wanted to put it on it, like just like that's what I mean. If I have to sew my Stanley Cup patch on my Capitals jersey, then I should have to put that patch on my Capitals jersey. There shouldn't be default, is what I'm getting at. I should have to want to buy that patch and put it on my jersey. So yeah, I was very fired up when I saw that. Through the 2022-23 season, they're doing 3 by 3.5 inch, and I believe it's a shoulder patch somewhere in the front of the chest or the back of the shoulder. But I think it's going to be somewhere where they're probably opposite side of the letter, so probably the right shoulder, somewhere there. Not looking forward to it. Hoping it's not an eyesore. Hoping that they do not the research, but like the compatibility of the sponsor with the jersey. Like, please don't have an orange sponsor on the red home jersey. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they do it in uniform. Like, I hope there's some rhyme
behind it.
Yeah, exactly. I hope there's swag to it. I hope there's reason to it. Not just, hey, T-Mobile, right there. Like, what? This is not NASCAR. Like, don't just start slapping stickers on stuff and calling it a fucking sponsor.
Great reference.
Because that's the thing about NASCAR, right? People buy those jackets. Hey, that's my M&M. He drives an M&M car. Like, really? I mean, I don't know a NASCAR jacket, but I'm just saying. I don't think I would. But if I bought a jersey, it's to have someone's name on my back. You know, it's to rep that team or rep that from that time period or whatever. You know, like the jerseys. I don't just buy jerseys. Like I buy ones that I want. You know, like ones that I desire to have. You know.
Yep.
But it's crazy. I can't believe we're moving towards it. I feel like it's going to be a European vibe because you got the helmet stickers, and now next is the chest. I think
they're
after
still keeping the helmet stickers and this, so it's both now.
Yeah.
I thought it was they were gonna.
But much like anything in life, once they do one thing,
yep,
they're gonna do it all.
Yep,
they're gonna do it all. So I think
take them all.
I think next will be the pant advertisement on the front of the leg.
I think that shit is so corny.
It's gonna kill the game. It's gonna kill the swag.
The square patches and shit on.
It's not going to kill the game, but it's going to kill our vibe. You won't.
It's not going to look classy. Like that's like classiness when you see these guys lying across the blue line for the national anthem. And
look at Ovi behind you.
Like it's just.
Look at Ovi behind you. My man is crisp, clean, waiting for the fist bump.
No sponsors. No sponsors. Crisp blue shorts. Nice red sweater. Socks.
What's that in the middle? What's that in the middle? Like Capitals. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice one. I like that.
Could you imagine just, Capital
T-Mobile.
One right here?
Yeah, just imagine
another Capital One right here or TPG.
Oh my God, I just got fucking mad. I just got mad. Yeah, TPG. Oh, I'm just thinking of the most gaudy fucking like Cricket Wireless. That green, just right. It's like what?
Or Home Depot.
Oh, just an orange sticker.
On like the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I'm getting angry.
I'm over it.
We've only just begun.
Hey, shout out to Melanie from Silky Mitagi Club. Thanks for your order.
Oh, Melanie. Oh, she's trying to get on the podcast big time. That's my aunt. She's been making me dinners. We've been busting her up at the
family bar.
Melanie?
I don't know. I don't know if I know this Melanie. I just
if it's from Southern Maryland, it's probably my aunt, which is fantastic. And she's like it's just funny as shit. It's like we just give her shit. She's like just trying to get on the podcast. Like she wants me to say her name on the pod. Like she brings me dinner. Like she's like, hey, I got some extra lasagna. Do you want it? I'm like, of course.
Oh, it's not her. This person is in New Hampshire. But hey,
damn, Mels, that was close.
We're growing.
That was close, Mels. You almost were brought up again. Almost. We're gonna breeze right over that. And but let's talk about. I do want to talk about the Washington Capitals and one of our UFA signings. I don't know if we talked about this last week. The Capitals did re-sign Zdeno Chara for league minimum $750,000 for 1 year.
We did, but then I saw that they didn't. Is it legit?
Oh man, now I'm just all
because I saw a Caps page that said they were thinking about it and it wasn't confirmed yet.
All right, hold on. Keep stalling.
Yeah. So it's I can tell you this. I'm not a fan. I think we have the youth. We need to play the youth. Chara's not a win now guy. I think he carries He carries a great leadership role. I think he'd do great in a locker room full of youth that's lacking leadership, but we have tons of leadership.
Yeah, I think he's a free agent. Maybe they didn't sign him.
Yeah, we said last episode that he did to a $700K for 1 year.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the talks were or are. But
right.
I don't think they should sign him. I think it's time, pal.
I mean, we knew that. Hold on. Current contract, 1 year, $795. When was this posted? All of it's saying, like, when I put signed or Capitals contract, it shows last year's contract. It doesn't show this year's. So maybe they haven't signed him yet.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think it's, I'm not saying, I'm saying I don't want him. I'll just put it like that. I think we can create space for another defenseman to move up or just give TVR, like TVR was on the bubble all last year. Give him the fucking spot. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Or start working in a rook.
Yeah. Like no
Bring in
joke.
Trey Harvey. Bring in somebody.
We have some young guys that I really think deserve some time.
Yeah.
Especially McMichael. I mean, he was the number 1 points leader for Hershey Bears last season. Like, let's get this kid some NHL time, man.
That's tough. He plays center. That's real tough.
It is tough.
I think he gets the call if we get an injury, but Dowd, Eller, Backstrom, Kuznetsov, that's kind of hard to break the center mark right now for the Washington Capitals. Those are some elite guys.
Yeah, but we got we have one center who's phasing out.
I said it before. I would trade Eller maybe for a high-scoring winger, and then you put in Michael, and you get that youth in there.
That might be a mid-season role.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully Eller plays better this year, but after the injury last year, he just wasn't.
I feel like he had a lot going on the injury. He had some family stuff as well, if I can remember correctly, going through COVID. So I'm hoping that he can, like, you're right, he can turn around. He's a big part of this team. He carries a lot of weight on this team, being that center. So I feel like he's a big role, and I like his playing style, and he's always so close. We talked about it so much. Like, he was like, I was like, this is like we would call it, like, this is Dowd and Eller's game. And then, like, Els would just be off the pipe and out, or like, he's always high slot. Like, he likes to score where Oshie scores from, that high slot coming in. Like, that's where that center scores from, in my opinion. And he was good at that. Like, we just got to get him back on. And once you get one, they fall. You know what I mean? We got to get these guys on the horse.
Yeah.
Full season, stretch these legs.
Did you hear that? Jumping to the other coast, San Jose Sharks, a bunch of players have said that they don't want to play if Kane's on the team still.
Yeah, I don't even think Evander. I think what's going to happen to Evander Kane, he's just going to be pushed out of the league because no one's going to want to do. He's just a liability. It's just a liability at this point. I don't think anyone's going to want to put up.
I don't know if he get pushed out because I think he is still good. I think he had a career year last year, but I think he's going to go somewhere where someo's desperate, like Arizona.
Desperate, Buffalo,
back to Buffalo. Could you imagine?
Yeah, no. But I feel like if you're going to sign that guy, like, you would have to get a handler for that guy.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay a team handler, but, like, just fucking babysit this guy. Like, no fucking gambling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep some, you know what I mean? I don't know what you do. Like, again, I'm not one for telling people what to do, but you gotta tell that guy what to do. Clearly he doesn't know what to do.
Interesting stuff.
How about Jumbo Joe?
Yeah, signing with Florida. He's
big signing with Florida.
Retirement homes while he's down there.
Shaving the beard. The beard's not making the trip to Florida. Is that
what
rumor.
He said?
Yeah,
I know he's been playing overseas to stay in shape. He's got to skate year round. He can't take time off. He's too old.
No, he falls into the couch.
Yeah, the old man is at the front door.
Yeah, he ain't letting it in. He ain't letting it in.
But
I'm excited for Joe. Excited to see him give it a shot on another.
Florida's
team.
The real deal. You add Joe. I think he's chasing the cup, and Florida was nasty last year. And if it wasn't for the way the divisions were set up,
yeah.
Oh boy, who knows? They could have made a real run. But having to face Tampa, that was tough. Especially since, the way they ended up. But I like Florida, man. They signed Duclair. Let's not remember they did all this without Ekblad, who took that nasty injury.
Oh, my God. And he's going to be back.
Yeah, I'm excited for Florida. I think, and I said this time and time again, Buffalo should have got Quenneville. But what Quenneville has done for Florida to turn them around, unreal.
Look at this. Look at what Florida added on their front end. Joe Thornton, Sam Reinhart. They re-signed Sam Bennett and then re-signed Duclair. Like, that's a solid 4 guys.
They picked up Sam Bennett at the trade deadline last year, so he's going to get more comfortable with the team. You got Reinhart coming over from Buffalo, who was arguably one of their best players. I'm a fan of Reinhardt. He's a great player. Top
Crazy
6 guy.
Crazy they got rid of Yandel though. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. I think he was a big part of that team. But look, it's a move.
He had an Iron Man streak going. He's definitely a competitor. But it's a game of speed.
You're not lying.
And it's a business.
It is very much a business. It's hard.
Also, Matthews had surgery. He's going to be good to go for the season. I can't wait to see that guy again. I'm super excited.
Man, that fucking text, that Sean sent over, man, this morning.
Last night,
had me I saw it this morning.
Well, it's your morning because you're in bedtime.
I'm fucking bed at like 8:45. I'm way past my bedtime right now. But yeah, man, I was like, God, there's something about, I think I love Matthews because like, not only is on ice play, but his off ice swag. Like he's just living his best life.
He's so diverse too with the swagger, from the suits to just fucking Uggs.
To chubbies and a fucking fedora, like bro, he's cool, man. It's cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see him back on the ice. I'm excited for fucking hockey. It's so close already. It seems like.
I know. I'm ready for summer camps, rookie camp. I want to see our young guys. I'm excited to see McMichael, LaPierre, all these guys. I'm ready to see
LaPierre. I'm excited to see him get.
He signed a deal. Fuck, man, I wish I knew my shit better. I suck when it gets down to the minor leagues, but I don't know who he's skating with right now. He's skating with somebody, so I think he'll be at the rookie camp because they'll want to see him. But I think he's on a 2-way, obviously.
I mean, I think that's the best way to go with these guys.
Yeah, he's so young too. You can't. I don't think they're gonna throw him to the AHL unless he shined. You know, who knows?
Right.
You know, it's crazy how one off season could skyrocket. Right. You take one off season to the next level. You get a special skating trainer. You know, you get a special diet. What do they call it? Dietitious. What is it? Someone that is your diet.
Not a podiatrist. They do feet. Dietitian.
Okay. I said dietist.
All right.
I said podiatrist right there, y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a great episode.
Yeah, one thing I did want to, before we jump to, is talk about the Dallas Stars. They picked up Brandon Holtby.
Yes.
Liking the combo between Khudobin and Holtby. That could be a dangerous squad this year, man.
I think Holtby is still a starting goaltender in this league. I wish the Caps would have picked him.
Very much so.
I don't know how you feel about getting old players back, but I think I think the only reason he left is because we had so much faith in Sammy. If we didn't have the faith in Sammy that we had, I think they would have tried to make things work with Holtby.
We couldn't afford Holt.
But that's what I'm saying. They would have made things work for Holtby if they didn't have the faith in Sammy. We would have made moves to keep Holtby. Why not? He just won you the cup.
Yeah, probably. You're right.
He just won you the cup. He has the save, which is in history for life. Our children will know the save.
The save.
You know?
Got us, dude. Kept us in it.
Yeah. So
that goal would have changed.
I think Dallas thinks they can make a run. Sagan's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be ready to go. You got arguably a top goaltender, and
and I really feel like the next 2 to 3 years are going to be some of the best hockey we will ever watch.
Well, also going to be years where we're going to see a lot of the players we grew up watching fade out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's going to be, it's a generation.
The new superstars are stepping in. Cole Caulfield's, the Trevor Zegras, the Nick Suzuki's, the
Quinn Bros, man. Like
I'm excited for that. I am not going to lie. Seth Jones and his brother in Chicago.
It's so exciting.
Cale Makar and his brother in Colorado.
Colorado alone, just Colorado's squad. Bro, these are some
these jokes too about McKinnon, bro.
Yeah, so brutal.
But hey, like real talk.
They better not be sugar.
Yes, that's the best one. That's the best one. But the fact that he spends all this money on things that affect his, like this dude, if Jágr could play the way he played, McKinnon's 10 times better than Jágr in my eyes. I know he doesn't have the awards to go with it. And
right, it's also a different league.
And Jágr played with Super Mario, where McKinnon is Super Mario for Colorado. But and he's putting this type of investment early into his health and his longevity. McKinnon's going to play for a long time. He's going to win a Stanley Cup, even two. I go as far as saying two, because once he gets that first one, I think it's going to
They're hungry.
Yeah.
I agree in this, and it's almost hilarious that someone is catching heat over taking care of their life, like themselves.
Yeah.
Like this guy, like one of my favorite people that I follow, Chris Geffen. I think I've mentioned him before. He's a bodybuilder. He works for bodybuilding.com. He's from Wales. He came to the US and stuff. But this guy, like his goal is to live to 100. Like everything he posts, live to 100. You know what I mean? This guy went from bodybuilding to triathlons because he realized that bodybuilding doesn't work your heart. Like he changed everything up, changes everything. So it's just like, and to see someone like McKinnon's who's younger like that can have an influence. You know what I mean? Like, and they're saying it. You look at Phil Kessel; he's eating fucking hot dogs and he's winning Stanley Cups. Well, it's like that's fine, but Phil Kessel's
Ovechkin's on the bench drinking Coke.
Yeah, like that's fine. Again, your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
However your body reacts. Like it's crazy, and I think that him doing that is going to lead to a long career. It's going to lead to a successful career, like you said. Name's going to be on the cup more than once. I agree with that call all day. And it's crazy, even though they're jokes, but it's like, wow, like you can't even do right.
Mm-mm.
Like, you know what I mean?
All right, last question before we hop off here.
Cheers.
Hockey question. We'll have to have Stevie cut this out and make this a post too. Get a poll going for the fans. Who wins a cup first? McKinnon, Matthews, or McDavid?
Well, seeing as the Oilers have locked in the team they've been losing with since McDavid has joined the squad, I don't think it's going to be McDavid. Wow. Matthews and McKinnon, it's going to be tough.
Toronto can't get out of their own way.
Colorado's team is better than Toronto's.
But now I'm questioning them. They let Gruby go.
But they Landeskog, McKinnon. I don't know, man. And no, Burakovsky's still there.
Yeah, and they got Kadri.
I saw
took himself out of the playoffs. He's got to grow the fuck up. They needed him during the playoffs.
Yeah. So I think it'll come around. I mean, look at what a crucial role Berkey is in that squad. You know what I mean? Like that'll turn around. The reason why I questioned Berkey is I saw Matthew Perreault got traded again today, and I was like, man, fucking Matty P. I loved Matty P when he was for the Capitals, bro. But yeah, all right, I'm just gonna say it. I think McKinnon is gonna win the cup out of those three for sure. First, I should say.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah, and not saying that it's gonna be next year, but I mean,
Oilers will win before Matthews or McDavid.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you. Oilers roster just isn't built for a cup run, and Toronto.
It's not.
Toronto is, but they don't play like it.
No. Toronto's, man, I don't know if they're just missing a gear or what they're missing.
I think they're missing
defensive goalie.
I think with Babcock being there and being over, like coaching, going across the line with the aggressive and stuff like that, then they go into a coach who's not as aggressive, that they kind of, not like a spoiled child, but you know what I'm saying? Like a kid that
sit back.
Like the kid that's had his ass whooping before and the kid that hasn't, there's a little bit of a difference on what they'll try to push the getting away with and what they can't.
I was going to say, when you're happy that suicides aren't at the end of practice, you know what I mean? Like I remember those days being like, oh, thank God we don't have to do suicides today. Then I look back on it, it's like, we should have been doing double the fucking suicides.
Because everyone else wasn't, and that's what would have made us the better team. Exactly. And that's your mindset. That's the McKinnon mindset, right?
Yeah, that's why he's going to win. That's why I put him first.
He's quoted, and he gets pissed off at you if you make a bad pass in practice, stuff like that. And it's not personal.
Practice how you play.
You need to be on top of your shit. Like it needs to be perfect if we're going to do this, right?
I got called a try hard in pickup the other day. They're like, "Whoa, settle the fuck down, try hard." And I was like, "Isn't this how you get better? Like by trying different shit."
Mm-hmm.
So you settle the fuck down. Like I fucking
what
lost
did it come after a dangle or
a battle in a corner? He didn't want it. I wanted it more, so I took the fucking puck.
And he said, "Good job, try hard."
Yeah.
Did you go bar down on that bitch?
No, I didn't go bar down on that one. But it's like I was just trying different things. You know, I treat pickup totally fucking different than a game. Like I was just trying some of the wildest moves. I was like, I shouldn't be doing this, and it worked. And I tried to implement a few in a game. Man, not that smooth in the game, but I don't know what it is. The pickup's just more relaxed. I don't know why is it like that.
You put that pressure on yourself.
Absolutely. I'm a head case when it comes to that shit. But yeah, man. So call me fucking try hard. I'll try hard all day. Like, what's the point? Then why are you here to fucking skate as slow as possible? Like, is that what you're here for?
Yeah, I always hit shit too when we had pickups and we'd have a good fucking pickup game going.
Yeah,
and then you'd have like a couple other players on the side. Oh, you trying so hard? Like, bro, we have a great pickup. This is almost like a playoff game right
Yeah.
now for a pickup. This is great for all of us.
Like, you're not excited about this?
It's fun. It's more fun when you have to play competitive. Like, I get it, just fucking around with the boys, 3
So
on 3.
boring.
Right,
So boring.
right, exactly. But when you're, switching lines, 5-on-5 pickup, and you're breaking a fucking sweat, putting
It's
in
fun.
one goal after goal back and forth. That shit
Fun.
I'm into, bro. I can't get down with any sport just for fun. That's why I have to drink when I play golf, because I can't just do something just to have fun
Right.
out there. That's why I drink with golf, because I was focused on golf. I'd break a lot of clubs and I probably would never play again.
No, I feel that. We're just competitive. We're competitive, and it sucks because I love it though.
I have to step away. I wouldn't choose anything else. I love that I'm that competitive with everything I do.
Yeah. So like prime example, I do get to a point where I'm like, all right, I got to chill on this competitiveness. Like I used to play I used to play cornhole weekly in a league. I used to love cornhole. Used to be decent, not great compared to these fuckers. You know what I mean? Like, but what's funny is when a person like that plays goes to a regular barbecue and they get mad because you win 14 games in a row, and you're like, I'm sorry, this is automatic. Like, it's not that hard to comprehend a bag going in a fucking hole.
Yeah, and the great thing about cornhole is, like, at least for me, like, once I have that one throw where I'm holing it, I know exactly the science I know exactly to do that same thing, the step, the forward, everything. I'm not good. I am not good. But to someone who does not play, they're like, why the fuck are you here? You're just, this is a family party. Can my son play? No, bitch, I'm on my fucking boards. I'm on the boards. Like,
literally, I remember walking away because no one wanted to play. No one wanted to play. You walk away from the boards. They're like, hey, who wants to play? Like, no, they're my boards. You want to play? Like, they're my boards. I still won. Like, that's the first thing I'd say. Like, no, they're my boards. What's up?
That's what you leave, and they're like, oh, we can play now. The professional.
No. I just walked away because no one challenged us.
I'm pulling a full castle. I'm getting a hot dog. What's up? I'm so here.
Well, yeah, no, I'm so competitive. And then I was just like, yeah, I need to walk away because there's a monster. There's a monster in there.
Everything. Remember playing ping pong in Bean's garage.
Don't even get me started on ping pong.
Fuck.
I fucking love ping pong. I love ping pong.
Foosball and Blankenship spot. Like,
can't do the foosball. I'm not good at foosball. Yeah. I won't even play that shit.
I would get pissed off when we would play. It's hard. How do you get this spin?
No, you're not supposed to spin. That's the hard part.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm not good at it.
That's one where I accepted. Maybe foosball's not for me. Like, I literally accepted that. I was like, maybe it's just not. I'm not getting it down.
I don't let my girl win at anything. We play board games and shit. I don't let her win. She beats me in some stuff, but I don't let her win ever. I'm not that guy. Guys,
not that guy.
I let her win. I'm not gonna let my kid win either.
Are you kidding me? I lap chicken Mario Kart. Lap. She's like, how are you? Don't worry about it. Mind your business. And purple shell. What's up? Or blue shell.
Here's a banana.
What I mean? Don't worry. You worry about, watch your screen. That's probably why you're losing. You're watching my screen.
Don't watch me. Watch TV.
But I'm ruthless. I don't give a fuck. Oh, you want to play? You want competition mode? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, that's a great way to end it, man. What a pod. Oh, I'm going to sleep good tonight. That was a lot of energy I got out there. I feel good. Good about that.
9:30. I'm supposed to be in bed in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm usually asleep by now. This is a long one. Dog's been in the crate. Oh, I feel so guilty. I'm going to hang out with him for like an hour before I go to bed.
All right. Well, folks, once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Men Behind the Mitts. It's been a pleasure. We got to go over some mental health awareness with Big J. And like we always say, it's not personal. We are very easy to get along with, regardless of who you vote for. And that's something we didn't get to really talk about. Is the fact that people have these beliefs and they think they just have to stick with those people's beliefs. Like, I can like one thing, you feel like something else, and we can still coexist.
Absolutely.
So thank you for everyone that tuned into this long episode.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Quick shout out to the brand, Silky Mitts Hockey Club. We're coming up on the end of the summer. School's about to come back. New drops coming. So take advantage of these sales while you can.
Let's go.
SilkyMitchHC.com, at SilkyMitchHC on Instagram.
That's right.
Jay, close it out for us.
Close it out. Don't forget to check out Men Behind the Mitts Instagram and our YouTube channel. Hopefully you're here on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you close out. As always, thank you for joining us. For those of you who are repeat listeners and repeat viewers, thank you for your support. If this is your first time popping in, what an episode to pick. They're not all like this, trust me, but thank you guys that helped me a big bunch. So I'm just going to say that again, like just being able to just distress that and let that out, just feel a little bit better. So, if you're caught in a spot, hopefully you can find some light and, get back after it. But without taking any more of your time, guys, until next time, be well.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at silkymittshc.com.